Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Please verify signal clarity. 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 Please verify signal clarity.
Quiet, we're on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves country. Atlanta Braves versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Hope you enjoyed your day off yesterday. As got to reset mentally, get a little rejuvenated, and get ready to win this series against the St. Louis Cardinals. We can do it, though it won't be easy. No Chris Sale in this series, but we do have Martin Perez, and he's going tonight, and he's been pretty darn good. So you like your chances tonight, and then the rest of the series, or by the way, all three games at 7:15 first pitch, and it's also going to be 7:15 on Friday. And remember, on Sunday, noon, we're coming on the air at 12:30 first pitch. It's a weird early game. It's because Peacock has it and they dictate what time you go. I think they're going to eventually learn that this is a very stupid idea, but we will be here with bells on. So we look at this series, and we're going to be facing Liberatore, McGreevy, and Dustin May. We have seen Dustin May quite a bit in the past. As far as McGreevy is considered tomorrow, he is a right-hander, and we'll go over his pitches on the day of the game, but Liberatore tonight is a southpaw. And so we're going to get the southpaw once again. The Braves are just, it seems like it really mucks up the Braves offense facing a southpaw. And I think we're going to see more and more of this until they get around it. But the idea of teams starting you off with the left-hander and then piggybacking the rest of the game with the right-hander to get that first at-bat through where you don't see Matt Olson, and when he was hot, Drake Baldwin, but now it's been Michael Harris more often than not. And they do that to get through that first inning where they avoid a couple of the big left-handers, and then they throw in their right-hander. Now, tonight's not that night. Tonight is a night where you're going to see the left-hander as the starter. He is a true starter, and he is a guy that is a what I like to call a kitchen sinker. He is a 7-pitch guy, but 2 of those pitches, he only throws at about 5%. The rest of them you see disperse at 95% total. The 4-seamer, the slider, the curve, the change of sinker, that's what you'll get from the southpaw. Every once in a while to keep you off balance, he throws that cutter, usually in on the right-handers or away from the lefties, and the splitter is just 1%. That's really just a pitch that he has that you know he can throw, but he rarely throws. So primarily, this guy, what you're going to see is the 4-seamer, the slider, the curve, and the change. And the Braves are going to go out there and try to attack this with, it's interesting because we're going into a southpaw. We've got a guy who's been batting terribly, but the Braves are going to try to put their best foot forward tonight and send Drake Baldwin as a designated hitter, but he's going to be leading off tonight. So we'll see how that plays out. Look, that's where he's been since Acuna's been injured, when he was doing well, and then Drake Baldwin got hurt. And since he's come back, he has not swung the bat well at all. I still contend he's a youngster who's never really come off the IL before. This is new to him. He's going to be fine. So we'll see if this, I can see the advantages both ways. I can see wanting to get him going, so you're going to get him an extra at bat by leading him off. And I could also see the other way if you say, hey, we're going to drop you until you start swinging the bat a little better. If I was going to do this, I think I would do it against the right-hander tomorrow night. Don't think I would do it against the left-hander tonight. But we'll see what happens. And Harris is in the lineup. Olson's in the lineup. All 3 of those guys are in the lineup at the top of the order. 3 of the first 4 left-handers. That kind of plays into what Cardinals want to see, but the Braves are going on the idea that they're going to put their best batters at the top of the order, and they're going to have to produce. You've got Eli in right tonight. You've got Joey Bart behind the plate, and thankfully, Jorge Mateo is the shortstop tonight, and he is going to be batting 9th, but regardless, we don't get Hassan Kim. So good news on that front. Couple of things we want to hit real quick. A.J. Smith-Shawver, he begins his rehab assignment tonight. We got a really quick clip from Anthopoulos. Let you hear it. Alex Anthopoulos on Shawver and what the rotation is going to look like.
Smith-Shawver was throwing the ball unbelievable last year before he got hurt. His first rehab start is scheduled for Augusta on Tuesday, so that's certainly exciting. He was throwing the ball really well in Florida. He looked good. So Tuesday in Augusta, he'll make his first rehab start. Obviously, it's a max 30-day rehab assignment. We don't necessarily normally go all that way, but we'll see how he looks, and he'll build up. And look, it's going to be one of those things that we're going to take the 5 best guys, the guys that are hot.
So there you have his take on that, and he begins tonight, which means you should see A.J. Smith-Shawver on the other side of the All-Star break if everything goes well. Remember, A.J. Smith-Shawver has options, so they don't have to bring him up. He's not a veteran where once he becomes available, you have to send him out there. So A.J. Smith-Shawver will get the opportunity. From everything I've heard, he's looked very good in the onset down at the STL, but big jump between that and the major leagues, big jump between that and how he'll progress through single A, double A, triple A. So we'll see how that goes. Hope for the best, but I'm not expecting the moon, the sun, and the stars from a guy, a young kid who, by the way, if you remember, did not have a lot of experience as a starting pitcher even before the long absence. So he's going to be dealing with trying to remember where he is. We'll just see how that works out. We did get good news on the Spencer Schwellenbach front-ish, depending on how you look at it. He is starting his rehabilitation, and it takes about 2 months. So we're looking around late August, early September, Schwellenbach could be entering the rotation. Now, when he becomes available, if everything's all good in the hood, they're going to put Schwellenbach in the rotation. Smith-Shawver is not an automatic. So expect Schwellenbach somewhere around the late August, early September, and assuming that the Braves are in the playoff hunt, and I don't think that they won't be, you can add Schwellenbach to this arsenal. Now, right now, we're limping through it because we have Sale. We've got Perez tonight. We'll have Sale this weekend, and then they're trying to patch it together. How are they going to try and patch it together? Hurston Waldrop is going to enter the rotation. They haven't been specific on how they want to lay it out, but essentially it looks like they're going to go to a six-man rotation and get them to the All-Star break. Remember, we don't have another day off of baseball until the All-Star breaks. Look, I'm old school. I believe Sales should be out there every fifth, even a sixth day if you want to give him an extra day of rest when you have him go a little longer, but that's not the route they're going. So essentially, we'll see Chris Sale twice in these next 13 games. There would have been a path there to have an extra start, but it doesn't look like that's where it's heading. And look, with his injury history, I get it. I really do get it. Looking at this, that's what you're going at today. Heading into this series, Ronald Acuna Jr. was getting a full pregame workout. We'll have more updates on that as the game goes on. You've got the Phillies hot on our tail. Even with that said, they did lose last night, and they were down 5-0 and blew that lead at home to the Pirates. Hopefully, that is something that could send them into a spiral. Other than that, Schwellenbach, late August, early September. A.J. Smith-Shawver, will see him in about a month. And Danny Young, the left-hander Danny Young from the bullpen, he begins a rehab assignment to AAA. He had been down in the Florida Coast League as well. I'm not that excited about him. Danny Young has never been lights out to begin with, but he is an extra arm that can give you depth. This is a guy that you hope can get healthy enough to give us some innings, to take some innings off of the rest of the bullpen. All right, let's get ready. Pitch by pitch, play by play. Your Atlanta Braves. It's good to see everybody in the chat, and let's go.
You're in Braves country.
State your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me, so don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky.
But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering
because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. He's looking right at the plate.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver High loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Want a beer? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys. Pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond. As we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the St. Louis Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt. Second baseman has 12 home runs, 34 RBI, 9 stolen bases, banged .265. Herrera is behind the plate and batting second for the St. Louis Cardinals. 10 home runs, 35 RBI, 5 stolen bases, banged .256. Jordan Walker batting third, playing right. 18 homers, a .290 average. Velazquez, the designated hitter, is batting cleanup with 2 home runs and a .278 average, 6 RBI. Furman at third. He has 3 home runs and a .271 average, 15 RBI. Mason Wynn batting sixth, playing short. 3 home runs, 32 RBI, .244 on the year. Lars Nootbaar batting seventh and in left. 2 home runs, 7 RBI, .294 on the season. Jordan is batting eighth and playing first. Blaze Jordan has 1 home run, 12 RBI. And Church is batting ninth and in center. 5 home runs, 20 RBI, 5 stolen bases, banged .258. On the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore. 3-5 with a 5.56 ERA and a 1.58 whip. 77 innings. 94 hits allowed, 70 strikeouts versus 29 walks, and 17 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Martin Perez. Las Matas is 6-4 with the 3.00 ERA and a 1.13 whip. 72 innings, 60 strikeouts, 54 hits allowed, 27 walks, 7 home runs served. Backing up Perez in the bottom of the first inning, leading off the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. The Drake has 14 home runs on the year, 39 RBI, and a .255 average, 1 stolen base. Ozzie Albies batting second, playing second. 12 home runs, 44 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .274. Matt Olson batting third, playing first. 20 home runs, 52 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .276. Michael Harris II will be patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. He is the cleanup hitter with 14 home runs and 43 RBI, .297 on the year. Mauricio Dubon is in left field, batting fifth. 8 home runs, 43 RBI, .267 on the season. Eli White is batting sixth and in right. 8 home runs, 14 ribbies, 4 bases swiped, and a .219 clip. Austin Riley, batting seventh, playing third. A .209 average with 8 home runs, 37 RBI, 4 stolen bases. Joey Bart is batting eighth and behind the plate. A .236 average with 3 home runs, 9 RBI. And Jorge Mateo is back in the lineup and batting ninth. Shortstop has 4 home runs, 11 RBI, a .262 average, and 8 stolen bases. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Roberto Ortiz. Your first base umpire, Jim Wolf. So the next 2 nights are going to be really brutal behind the plate. Just buckle up. Second base will be Alex McKay. He will get the Game 3 nod. He's the best one of this bunch. And down the third base line, it's Alan Porter. Game time temperatures here at Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, expected to be about 92 degrees with the wind blowing out to right at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 141 on the money line. St. Louis plus 160. The over-under is 9. Our pick to click, Liberatore. Shockingly, we have not seen much of him. He has been in the league for a little while. And the only one with good numbers will go with him, even though he has been trending downward in a big way. We'll take the Drake, who's 2 for 2 lifetime with an RBI. And we'll take your Atlanta Braves to put some runs on the board, maybe that day off and getting back home will put some pep in their step. Give me the Braves to win this one 6-3.
Keep playing like this, will be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, boys, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of
Braves country.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Join the country club today, and a special thanks to all the members in the country club. You help support the BCR.
Get this bus moving.
Stop.
Come back.
Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, everybody. First things first, thank you, Iron Lung.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble, uber gobble, uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
Go back about 10 minutes and we will rattle off who we see. If we don't see you, jump on in and give us your salutation. Say hi to the folks here in the chat from all over Braves country. Good to see you. I beg your pardon, we did not promise you a rosemary garden. Iron Lung, Richard Talley, Eric Woodward, Uncle Charlie, Bobby B, you're the coach for me, Scotty B, good to see you. Timmy Panel, good to see you. Randy Brown, downtown Randy Brown, Richard Talley, Susan Gray, good to see you. James Fisher King. Justin Green Machine. Robert McCormick. Yelton. What you yelting about today, Yelton? Good to see you. Are you at the ball game? James Ray. Teeters totter, but they don't fall down. Gary the Real McCoy. Slibito. I think we got Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie. Everybody loves Raymond. Tammy Sides. Steve, 50-20, 50-12. What else do we have in here as we're getting set? About to get y'all set for first pitch. My man, Nathaniel Brooks. Good to see you, sir. Hand bananas. Stick 'em up. Hand bananas everywhere. Teddy Reed. Thomas G. Tree Nug. Hope everybody had a good off day, reset our minds. We've been going through it here in Braves Country. I think we're going to turn it around. I think getting back home is going to help a little bit. And if they stay patient and stay with the game plan, they should get to the St. Louis pitching. Now, they do have an elite closer. You don't want to be behind at the end of the game, but that kind of goes without saying for any team. All right, let's get set. Pitch by pitch, play by play of those Atlanta Braves. Whether you like it or not, it's next.
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out of the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here. It can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball. So it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stand's full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
line drive and a base hit. Justice has scored the tying run. Green to the plate. And he is safe.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, y'all. Just a couple of minutes away from first pitch. As soon as 3D kicks in, we'll kick it in for you. Atlanta Braves wearing their home whites. Braves across the chest in red, outlined in navy. Tomahawk the same underneath, striped in gold. Blue ball cap, red bill, and the white A representing the city of Atlanta. And your Atlanta Braves, from Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta since 1871, the oldest continuous sports franchise in North American history. They'll be going head-to-head with the St. Louis Cardinals, who are wearing their road grays. Across the chest, the birds on the bat, the double birds, the classic look. The red birds with Cardinals written underneath, hanging off the yellow bat, red ball cap. And the interlocking white STL representing the city of St. Louis. St. Louis Cardinals come to Atlanta for a 3-game set. They've been playing professional baseball since 1892. They've won 11 world championships. The Braves have won 16. Martin Perez firing his final warm-up tosses. I believe the 3D is about to kick in, so we'll go ahead and take you to the ballpark. And clear the screen. Good to see some of the late trucker, the late comers like Big Truck. Big Truck, keep on rolling. Martin Perez, the left-hander, set to start this ball game. Has a 5-pitch mix, a changeup, a sinker, a cutter, a curve, and a 4-seamer. The changeup 32%, sinker 30, cutter 21, curve 11, and the 4-seamer at 7%. And as we come set, Martin comes set. And he kicks and fires, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch is on the way, and it's inside for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 from Martin. Right there. Below the knees, 1-1. 1-1 count. I believe they have fallen behind, so we're going to catch you up. Yep, I was right. As the 2-1 pitch is sawed off foul off his instep, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 pitch. Perez comes set, infield back into the right, inside, and it's a full count. Started noticing here recently, I don't know why it's doing it, but sometimes the first pitch or so is not shown on the screen, so it throws me off trying to sync it up. The payoff pitch, swing, swats it on the ground, hard over to Ozzie Albies. He'll back in it, flip it to Olsen, and it's a 4-3 putout to get the inning rolling here on a Tuesday night in Braves country. Crack you a cold one and see if we can't get a win here tonight. That'll bring the number 2 hitter, Herrera, to the plate. 10 home runs on the year. A .256 average. First pitch drops a teardrop for a strike. Look like that curveball. It's on 1. The infield back into the left. The 0-1 pitch. Just below the zone. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Swing pops it up. High on the right side, Olsen giving chase. It'll stay in play, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So far, so good here. 2 up, 2 down. And with 2 up, 2 down, that'll bring Jordan Walker to the plate. Power hitter has 18 home runs on the year. He'll take the first pitch for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Just misses the outer edge. Ball 2, 2-1. Braves nothing, Cardinals nothing. Top of the first inning. The 2-1 pitch. Out and away, ball 3, 3-1. Martin Perez standing in with a 2.97 ERA. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Full count now. And he'll rely on that defense left to right across the outfield. Will be Dubon, Michael, and Eli. Around the horn, third to first, Riley, Mateo, Ozzie, and Olsen. Bart's behind the plate. And, of course, Perez is on the bump. The payoff pitch just misses outside, ball 4. And Walker heads on down to first with 2 outs here in the first inning. Thankfully, all that left coast nonsense is over for 2026. The first pitch on the way is down and away. For a ball, it's 1-0. Braves can get back to a normal sleep schedule. They do go out west a little bit, but nothing towards the Rockies. They have to go to St. Louis and to the state of Texas. The 1-0 pitch, swing, rips it over towards the shortstop position. Diving play over there by Jorge Mateo, but it'll get ripped under his glove. And it is a 2-out single to set the Cardinals up. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the first. Bringing Furman to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Furman digging in. The first pitch, swinging, slices it towards right field, but making the running catch on the overshift is Ozzie Albies, and the soft flare will be out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Knotted up at zeros here in Braves country. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. South Carolina, Hineyville, Georgia. Good to see you, JC. Elberton, Lafayette, Georgia. Athens by way of Talladega. Blackbud Channel, North Carolina. I feel like Sleepy Toe just throws names out there. Live Oak, Florida. Mount Florida. Chattanooga. Leesburg. Kingsland, Georgia. Good to see you, Peter. Bedford, Virginia. The Tifton, Georgia. Welcome back, and the first pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin is up at Indian Mountain, Tennessee. Is up and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Houston. The 1-0 to Drake, swings at a wild one in the dirt. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, lifts it. High into left field, but not very deep. Making the catch out there for out number 1 is Lars Nootbaar. As soon as that zombie disappears, we'll bring it back in. Ozzie Albies the batter. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch to Ozzie, takes it outside, down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss over the top. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. I'll try to reset this real quick for you. The 1-1 pitch, pops it up high in the sky, and giving chase, making the running catch over there is the second baseman, J.J. Weatherhold, on the fly, heading towards the right field foul territory. And there's 2 down. Two up, 2 down, and Matt Olson will be the batter. 6 pitches for Liberatore so far. The first one to Olson is a curveball down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0. In the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0. Trying to even that back up again when we regenerated. Oh, there we go. It's always something with MLB, doesn't know what they're doing. The 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Braves nothing, Cardinals nothing. The 2-2. Missing out wide, ball 3, 3-2. There is an ABS challenge, and they're going to get the challenge right. So that is strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We'll head to break. The Braves go down quietly in the first. 0-0 your score here in Braves country.
I can't stand a helpless hoe with hella kids. Life already hard. You think somebody wants to give a about you because you like you got 8 kids for you bald head with no money.
If you ever find yourself in Peabody, Massachusetts, you got to do yourself a favor and go visit this amazing landmark. Let me show you. It's bunghole liquors, baby.
Things that straight guys do that are actually gayer than having sex with other men. Texting in all lowercase. Holding your nose when you go underwater. Using the elliptical. Not being able to get the bartender's attention. Sitting crisscross applesauce. Run to catch a train or a bus.
I make bad decisions when I'm drunk. But to be fair, my sober ones haven't been all that great either.
You yelled, "Drop it!" So I swallowed it. We both learned something today.
I'm at the age now where when I get up, I gotta get my bearings. I don't know what a bearing is, but I gotta get them. Because if not, my ass is gonna get dizzy and fall down.
And this game was not on local television, so you had to be following the radio, and it created a buzz.
I remember a friend calling me and saying, you know, my sons are driving to Arlington right now. And he said, because they think Nolan Ryan is going to complete his no-hitter.
The crowd got bigger as the night went on. The bleachers were filling up. The tension was rising.
Lee makes contact. Coming hard is passed again.
Being a pitcher, watching him going out again at that age, just saying, here I am, man, I'm coming at you with my best stuff.
Number 14. Lights out of the 8th inning. 15 strikeouts. Ryan, 3 outs away from no-hit number 7. Stay with us right here on CTV, Canada's no-hit network.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score, as they're continuing to have issues with the 3D here in Atlanta. The first pitch on the way is right there for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Right there, change up, 1-2. The 1-2 from Perez. Infield back into the left. Sinker down and away, 2-2. The 2-2 count inside pushes him back a bit. Mason Wynn, the batter. He is 2 for 5 lifetime versus Martin Perez. He's the only one with a handful of opportunities against him. The 3-2 pitch swing, chopper on the ground over to Austin Riley. Riley tosses over to Olsen, and it's a 5-3 putout, 1 away. I'll switch this screen up, and hopefully this comes better. Working frantically to try to get this thing right, but they have been spitting the bit the past couple of games. More so in this one in Atlanta than the other. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the first pitch swung on by Lars Nootbaar is popped up. High in the sky, coming underneath it, making the running catch is Michael Harris II for out number 2, F8 in your scorecard. 75% of this world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. And with 2 away, that'll bring Blaze Jordan to the plate. Blaze Jordan batting .250 on the year with 1 home run. Lefty-righty matchup. The first pitch is a sinker. You're saying that's a little high, 1-0. The 1-0 kicks and fires. Swats it down the line foul, 1-1. That first pitch looked like it might have grabbed the zone. 1-1 count. Perez turns and kicks. And the cutter grabs the bottom half, 1-2. Perez quickly back to work. Pitch number 29 of the night is off the plate. That'll even it up at 2-2. The 2-2 count. Swing, chopper. Down the third base line, foul. Riley will toss it into the crowd. The 2-2. Turns and fires, swing. Rolls it on the ground over to third. It'll be a 6-3 putout. Good play by Jorge Mateo, and that'll end the inning. Braves nothing, Cardinals nothing. We'll go to the bottom of the second here in Braves country.
What a day. I use a drink.
Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
About a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking,
You
dude.
never gonna drink again? You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
The Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette? No, I never touch them. Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on. I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready. There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd back into it now.
Michael Harris II standing in, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a four-seamer up top. Taken for a ball, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Cutter misses off the plate. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. 3-0. The 3-0 to Harris to start the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4. So we'll take that to start the inning. One on, nobody out. Mauricio Dubon coming to the plate. Lefty-righty, the first pitch is in the dirt, taken all the way by Dubon, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Right down the pipe, taken all the way. Sinker on the outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 count. High and out of the zone. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Runner at first. Nobody out. Infield back into the left. The pitch outside. Curve ball misses. Calling that a curve. Didn't really curve. 3-1. So a 3-1 count. Liberatore in danger of walking the first two batters here to start the inning. The 3-1 to Doobie. High and out of the zone, ball 4. We'll take that. First and second, nobody out. Liberatore, who's thrown 20 pitches so far, but 8 of the last 9 have been for balls. Smooth sailing in the first inning. Of course, the Braves were swinging early in the counts. And Eli White, the batter. The first pitch to Eli is up top, misses high for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's going to get a mound visit from Herrera, the backstop of the St. Louis Cardinals. Braves come in 49-33, 24-14 at home. Cardinals are 43-38, 20-17 on the road. So a good road team this year. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch high and out of the zone. 2-0. The 2-0 count. Brings it. 3-0. Four-seamer. So that is 11 balls in 12 pitches. The 3-0 pitch, got to be taken here, right? Hits upstairs for a strike, 3-1, four-seamer. The 3-1. Swing and a miss up top, chased one. Looked like it was probably a strike, but if he gets a piece of that, that's going to be a pop-up, not the one you want to swing at on 3-1. Full count to Eli. Standing on deck is Austin Riley. The payoff pitch, swing, swats it backwards, and it's a full count. The payoff pitch to Eli. Brings it. Swing chopper down the left field line. Just foul. And that was just a couple of inches away from being extra bases. With the speed on the base pads, at least one would have scored, maybe even two. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chase one down and away, and there's one down. So that'll leave it up to Austin Riley now. 2 on, 1 out. That pitch dropped at the last moment, and it was definitely a ball, but it was one of those deceiving type slurves that just buries itself as you begin your swing. Lefty righty, first pitch is a curveball right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch misses high and out of the zone. Four-seam fastball, 1-1. 1-1 count. Nothing your score. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The pitch on the way. High and out of the zone. 2-1. Nothing else. The Braves are at least making them work here a little bit. That was pitch 31. And if my count's right, about 20 in the inning. The 2-1 pitch. High and out of the zone, almost pitch out territory. 3-1. The 3-1 count. Just grabs the bottom of the zone. Slider taken. Full count there. Good take by Riley. You swing at that, and it's going to end up being a problem. payoff pitch. Smacks it back foul of the first base dugout. The 3-2 to Riley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Liberatore. The Braves are having these long at bats, just nothing to show for it so far. And it'll all be up to Joey Bart, the number 8 hitter. Mateo stands on deck. Lefty, righty, first pitch, upstairs, curveball taken, it's 0-1. Infield back into the left, outfield deep and straight away. The 0-1. Swing, chops the changeup down the first base line, it's 0-2. So it was once a promising inning. The Braves are now down to their last strike. 2 on, 2 out, an 0-2 count. Deuces wild here in the bottom of the second. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, chops it down the line, foul, and will do it again. It's creeping up on 30 pitches for the inning, so that's the one positive from this, even if the Braves can't come through here, but you'd like to score. Braves offense has just been in neutral for quite some time now. The 0-2 pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Slider. Got to swing the bat, Bart. Bart! We'll be back in a flash. We go to the top of the third. Knotted up with goose eggs here in Braves country.
Bro, somebody in the chat asked, can a ghost be gay?
Not a crazy take. I think yeah.
Boo.
I am going to go from a MILF to total delusion in less than 30 seconds. So every month I drive up to this warehouse to get some supplies for my business. And there's this young boy that's there, real cute, red hair. And he's always like, "Sup, my girl? That's my girl." And I was like, after a few months, I was like, that young boy better stop playing with me. Every month without fail. That's my girl. Hey, girl, that's my girl. So today I go up there. I'm like, where the ginger? They like, who? Brian? I'm like, yeah, the ginger. They said, well, his program ended. I said, what program? They said he's part of a state-funded program where we hire people with mental disabilities. You know, all he does is walk around and call everybody his girl or his guy. Real nice guy. And I got in my car and I realized that tracks. Me not being able to identify a mental disability explains my dating history.
He was letting it all out there, all he had. 383, that's a lot.
383 strikeouts in the season is still a record.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen one of the finest young men to ever wear a baseball uniform record one of the most incredible records in Major League history.
It meant a lot to Nolan. Just because of whose record he broke, it was a fun night at the ballpark.
Nolan, anyone who looks at the record books will find that there aren't many left for you to conquer.
Well, I don't give a whole lot of emphasis on statistics. I just try to go out and win every game I pitch in and hope that I improve every year.
Back to 73, he's out in his ranch. He gets a call from Ruth that Jim Palmer won the Cy Young Award.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score. We go to the top of the third inning. Lefty-lefty matchup is Church coming to the plate. Nathan Church. Perez brings it. And the first pitch is a sinker at the knees. Good pitch. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Curveball over the top. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Kicks and fires. Inside. Changeup misses on the inner track. 1-2. Nathan Church batting .258 on the year. 5 home runs, 20 RBI. A .693 OPS. The 1-2. Just misses outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Infield back and to the right. The 2-2 pitch. Perez comes set. Swing. Chopper. Back up the middle. Mateo's got it. Flips it over to first, and it's a 6-3. 1 away. Good to see Mateo back in the lineup. I know they're still going to give starts to Ha-Seong Kim, but I would prefer that when there's a lefty on the mound, Mateo gets all of them. That's his wheelhouse. He hits lefties much better than, well, anybody hits anything much better than Ha-Seong Kim these days. But that was his calling card when the Braves signed him, was be able to hit left-handed pitching. First pitch is a cutter right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but I realized I'd painted myself in a corner. The 0-1 count. Kicks and brings it. Inside. 1-1. He's gone cutter sinker. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the cutter down and away. 1-2. Braves nothing, Cardinals nothing. Top of the third, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase the sinker well off the edge. He was probably trying to hit that spot, just missed. And it is 2-2. J.J. Weatherholt, Herrera on deck, the 2-2. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Banged in and out of the glove of Barton off the plate. The 2-2 count. If you think about it, when y'all are talking about is the 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. So a full count. Perez, nickel and diamond here. Got to be careful not to walk the runner with the heart of the order due up. And Weatherholt's got good speed, the payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. If you remember what started this whole thing, y'all talking about the White Sox series and everything that rolls into the Mets. If you remember, when they left that series with the White Sox, where the game got, remember they had the delay, and then they ended up having some kind of an issue getting into New York on time as the first pitch to Herrera is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. And they lost some sleep. They looked sluggish the next day. It seems like they've never bounced back from that mentally since the 0-1. Right there for a strike on the inner cut. It's 0-2. And hitting is very contagious. We know that. And you would think, okay, well, that was a couple weeks ago. They had plenty of sleep now. But that started it. And it just seems like they're in a fog right now. The 0-2 pitch. Misses inside, 1-2. That all-star break can't come soon enough for them. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Lifts it back out of play. We'll do it again. Give them a chance to just clear their head and get set for the second half, because they're going to need it. Talked about it in the pregame show, but they don't have a ton of days off between the first day of the second half of the season and September 1st. They've only got a couple of days off. The 1-2 pitch. Just missing. He is just missing his spots here. Both teams still with both of their ABS challenges. The 2-2 to Herrera. Walker standing on deck. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout there by Martin Perez. His first of the day. 2 down. Two up, 2 down, lefty-righty matchup. First pitch, chopper towards the pitcher's mound. Perez has it, corrals it, fires it to first, and that's going to end the inning. We'll straighten up the screen on the break. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 your score here in Braves country. On this date in 1905, with the New York Giants leading the Brooklyn Superbas 11-1, Archibald Moonlight Graham makes his major league debut in the bottom of the 8th inning as a defensive replacement in right field at Brooklyn's Washington Park. The 27-year-old minor leaguer, who will not have a major league at bat in his only appearance in the big leagues, will become immortalized by W.P. Kinsella's book, Shoeless Joe, and the movie based off the author's work, in Field of Dreams. This date, 1909, Pittsburgh Pirates host their final game at Exposition Park, defeating the Cubs 8-1 in front of 5,545 fans at the small and cramped ballpark on the north side of the Allegheny River. The team will begin play at Forbes Field the next day, a spacious venue constructed of concrete and steel in the Oakland neighborhood of Pittsburgh. And on this date in 2000, with more than 700 police officers on duty at the ballpark instead of the usual 60, John Rocker makes his much-awaited return to Shea Stadium. Before the game, the Braves reliever, who pitches a perfect 8th inning in front of 46,998 booing fans, had apologized to Mets fans for his inappropriate comments about New Yorkers, which appeared in the offseason in Sports Illustrated. Jorge Mateo, your batter, lefty-righty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Chops it down the line into left field, and Jorge Mateo is on for a base hit and a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves. First pitch right there to Drake Baldwin. Misses out for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0. The 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Throw goes down to second base as Mateo takes off, and he will be just safe. Good jump by Mateo.
I feel the need for speed.
The 2-1 pitch. Hits it right there on the outer edge, and it's 2-2. The 2-2, that ball is in the dirt, kicks away, and that'll send Mateo down to third. So we got a full count now with Drake Baldwin. Nobody out. And the infield is now drawn in. Lefty-lefty matchup. Mateo, the left-handed pitcher on the mound, maybe thinking home plate is the 3-2. Chops it off the plate down the line. Full count. The payoff pitch to Drake. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 down as Drake comes up empty-handed once again. Ozzie Albies coming to the plate. Braves been knocking on that door trying to score here. And the first pitch to Ozzie Albies down the way. They check down the line. Did he go around? He did not. It's 1-0. 1-0. Liberatore brings it. Swing, chops it down the third base line, but foul into the dugout of the Cardinals. 1-1. 1-1 count, 0-0 your score. Go ahead run still standing at third base. There's now 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, chase one away. Change up off the plate. The 1-2. Infield drawn in. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chops that one down the third base line. We'll do it one more time. Standing on deck is Matt Olson, but there is 1 out. You'd like to see Ozzie come through here. Braves nothing, Cardinals nothing. The 1-2 to Ozzie. Swing, golfs it into left field. That should be deep enough with Mateo running. Here comes the throw to the plate, and Mateo is safe as the ball goes up the line, and the Atlanta Braves take a 1-run lead. And with that run coming on the board, the Braves taking the lead for the first time in a while. Let's go ahead and give some memberships away as the first pitch is a four-seamer to Matt Olson. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1, kicks and fires. Right there, P at the knees. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Braves 1, Cardinals nothing. Mateo setting the table and coming around to score on a stolen base, a wild pitch, and a fly ball. The 0-2 swing and a missed, strike 3, and that'll end the inning, but not before your Atlanta Braves put one on the board. We'll go to the top of the 4th here in Braves country with a 1-run lead.
For dinner. Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
1 large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya?
Think he can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread
It's the wood that makes the goods.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then. No and then. No and then. No and then.
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
Little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. First pitch is a strike right there to Velasquez to start us off. 0-1. Perez fires the 0-1 pitch off the plate, 1-1. 1-1 count. Cutter just grabs the corner, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Nelson Velasquez with 2 home runs on the year. The 1-2. 2-2, misses the zone. The 2-2 chops it foul off his foot. See if we move this screen around, if we can lose old Zombie. Two count. Pitch on the outer edge, just misses, and it's a full count. So full count, Braves lead it 1-0. Top of the 4th. Velasquez digging in. Perez brings it, swing, and hit high, hit deep, and she's not coming back. That ball was clobbered right down Perez's throat, and the game is tied 1-1. Bad pitch there by Martin Perez will tie the game up. 3rd home run of the year for Velasquez. .444 feet to dead center. Good night, Irene. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch, it drops right there. Teardrop for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pops it up down the right field line, giving chase. Making the run and catch in the corner over there is Eli White. F9 your scorecard. 1 away. First pitch swinging by Mason Wynn is ripped into left field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a 1-out single for the Cardinals. Kind of a looping single over the infield. And that'll bring the number 7 hitter Lars Nootbaar to the plate. He's got power. You got to be careful here. 2 home runs on the year, but he started the season on the IL. First pitch is a sinker down below the knees. It's 1-0. 1-0 right there. Pitch on the way to Nootbaar. Perez brings it. Swing, chops it down the first base line. So a 2-1 count to Nootbaar. Dixon fires, swing, chopper. That'll make it through the hole as Ozzie gives chase, but no way he was going to get that ball. That ball was hammered hard through the 2-3 hole. And runners at first and second with only 1 out. Blaze Jordan, the batter. Lefty-righty matchup. Perez coming set. The pitch on the way. Swing. Popped up. Over to short. It'll be an F6 soft line drive, and there's 2 down. So Perez now 1 out away from getting out of this jam. 2 on, 2 out. Braves knotted up at 1. Lefty Church at the plate. In the first pitch to Nathan Church, the number 9 hitter, is off the plate wide. Changeup misses. It's 1-0. Got the top of the order due up, so you want to take care of business right here and get us out of the inning. The 1-0 pitch, swing, fouls it back, 1-1. The 1-1. Down below the knees, ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Perez comes set. Kicks and fires. Swing. Fouls it away. 2-2. Infield back and to the right. The 2-2. Brings it, swing, and that ball is blasted high and deep, and she is gone. A 3-run shot by the number 9 hitter, and the Braves trail 4-1. Think about all those runs that they left on the board earlier in the game. And now it is 4-1, and the Braves trail by 3. just creeps over the wall. 381 feet, but it's good enough to put 3 on the board, and you give up 2 home runs, and one's a 3-run blast to the number 9 hitter. You got a problem. First pitch showing bunt is Weatherholt, chops it back behind him. It's 0-1. The 0-1 grabs the outer edge out there, and it is misses for a ball, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Perez brings it, swing, and slices it towards the left field corner, giving chase. Making the running catch down there is Dubon, and that'll end the inning. But not before Perez chokes off 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Got to get the offense moving here in Braves country.
Here's a non-metal related take, Amon. Don't move to the south and then be like, oh my god, there's no good bagel places around here. You guys' New York style pizza is not very New York style. Why does everybody talk so funny around here? Off.
Cleavage or no cleavage? That is the question, because I'm going to be on national TV again tomorrow, and, what look am I going for? Demure? Am I going to be a classy broad? Or am I going to let my knackers just hang, Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you swing them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your boobs hang low?
It's Iran and Iraq, not Iran and Iran.
It's child, not wife. It's soap, not cologne. It's goat, not sex toy. Man, this sausage is good.
And now the only man standing between Nolan Ryan and the 7th career no-hitter is Toronto's second baseman Roberto Alomar. Like everybody else tonight, he's 0 for 3, and that's strike 1.
Robbie Alomar used to take pitching lessons from my dad. His dad and my dad were teammates.
Strike 2.
And so the fact that this little boy he used to play catch with is now who he has to strike out to accomplish his task is pretty amazing.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball left field deep. Toward the wall, and it is over and out. It is a grand slam.
Not what you were expecting, huh? Nolan Ryan is a legend, no doubt, but he is human.
Braves Country Radio, classic call, radio baseball. Michael Harris II leads us off. The first pitch is up and in. For a ball, it's 1-0. Trying our best to keep the 3D going, but they are spitting the bait. It's an Atlanta situation. I've checked it on other ball games. It's Atlanta that's screwing it up. This is the 1-0 out and away, 2-0. I'm sure whoever's in charge of Braves Vision, because they are terrible. The 2-0 count, out and away, ball 3-0. Braves trail by 3. Middle of the order due up for your Atlanta Braves. It'll be Harris, Dubon, and Eli. Harris walked his first time up, the 3-0 pitch. 4-seamer upstairs, 3-1. 3-1 count. Liberatore this will be pitch 61, and it's down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Man, we need something to wake us up. I know it's not a base hit, but at least he got on board. Let's go.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
I'm ready for some razzle-dazzle. Let's get it going, Dubon. Lefty-righty matchup. This is the second time through the order seeing Liberatore. And the first pitch is a 4-seamer, 94 at the knees, 1-0. Philly leads Pittsburgh 2-0. They are in the 7th inning there. Sanchez on the mound for the Phils. Liberatore flips it over to first. Not really. I wouldn't really call that a pickoff move. He just kind of lightly tossed it over there. Might have been just a reset. The 0-1. Change-up misses, 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Wild swing and a changeup in the dirt. 1-2. I don't know what he's doing there. I mean, that's something a little leaguer does. Dubon did walk earlier tonight, but he's down 1-2 to Liberatore, who has struck out 6, even though he's been wild. The 1-2. Swing, lifts it into left field, and making the running catch in the corner for a loud out number 1 is the left fielder, Nootbaar. That ball had just a little more giddy up. That was going to be going and gone into the bullpen. You wouldn't really call that a stolen hit, but if he's not there, it's going to hit the top of the wall, that very short porch there in the left field bullpen. May have even carried on top of it and gotten over. Eli White, the batter, lefty-righty, first pitch from the southpaw. Kicks and fires. Misses outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Upstairs for a... Call that a strike. And he calls it a ball, 2-0. I believe we're getting an ABS challenge. And they will overturn that, so they'll keep their challenge. It's 1-1. On deck is Riley, Bart in the hole. The 1-1. Swing, chopper down the third base line. 1-2. The 1-2 count. Down and in. Good take on the curveball, 2-2. The 2-2 to Eli. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, strike 3. I think at some point you have to quit worrying about putting the righties in versus all these lefties we've been facing and just put your best batters in, because you got guys hitting barely above 200 up and down the line here with Eli White and Riley and whatnot. You can't keep just trying to match it. You know, if you don't think they're going to get base hits, push them down in the order. Liberatore does nothing. I mean, just soft toss over to first. I'm not really sure what that's doing. It almost feels like if Harris would take off the moment he goes for his pickoff move, he could steal second because he's taking such a long time to get it over there. Austin Riley coming to the plate with 2 outs. Batting .209 on the air. First pitch. Takes a changeup right there. It's 0-1. Man, I'm all for running the matchups, but honestly, we are constantly not having these guys in our lineup because we're facing a left-hander. Dominic Smith, Rowdy Tellez, and Yastrzemski. And why? Because you want to get Eli White at bats? The 0-1 pitch. Swing. And a soft bouncer over to short's going to end the inning. Austin Riley once again comes up snake eyes. 4-6, 6-4, excuse me, into your scorecard. We go to the 5th, trailing by 3 here in Braves country.
Over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live.
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value. And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder. Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! I'm just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right.
We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta here?
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
I'm as mad as hell!
They're yelling in Atlanta?
Son of a We struck the mother lode!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm mad as hell!
I'm not gonna take it anymore!
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember? Like I missed something.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Welcome back. First pitch swing, and it'll help out Perez, as it'll be a lazy fly ball to center field. F8 in your scorecard. One away. Top of the fifth inning, Braves trail 4-1. First pitch to Jordan Walker is the changeup right there. Strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 lifts it to center. And Harris will take a couple of steps in, make the grab, and quick 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Tell you something else I don't understand, because he hits the lefty so well, it tends to get on base. And, of course, I'm saying this because he's our only run of the day. Why is Mateo hitting 8th again? What's going on here? First pitch to Velasquez, cutter, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1 changeup. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Sinker misses, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, cutter. 3-1. So he's speeding up his delivery this inning, and he's just throwing balls all over the place. Braves trail 4-1. Velasquez, who smashed one on him last time, 3-1 pitch. Outside wide ball 4. So he heads down to first. One on and 2 outs. Cutter upstairs misses for a ball to start the at-bat. Jose Furman. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Right there for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 count. Lefty, righty, infield, back into the left. The pitch right there, cutter at the knees. 1-2. The 1-2 from Perez. Swing, chopper, back up the middle. Mateo's got it, flips it to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cardinals go down quietly. We go to the bottom of the fifth, looking for some runs here in Braves country. Out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. Baltimore, Maryland, the White Sox lead the Orioles 9-3, top of the sixth. Rangers 4-2 over the Guardians, bottom of the eighth. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Phillies have a 3-0 lead over the Pirates in the bottom of the seventh. Tigers 6-1 lead over the New York Yankees in the Bronx there in the fifth inning. Toronto, Canada, the Mets have a 1-0 lead over the Blue Jays. Top of the fifth inning in Fenway, Red Sox 1, Nationals 0. Braves trail St. Louis 4-1. The Rays have a 6-1 lead over the Royals in the bottom of the third. Reds 1, Brewers 1, top of the fourth. They're heading to the bottom of the second in Chicago. 1-1, Cubs and Padres. Twins 3-0 over the Astros in the first, and later on tonight you got the Marlins at the Rockies. Angels at the Mariners. Dodgers at the A's, and the Giants travel to Phoenix to face the Diamondbacks.
Coming up, point spread, coming up, point spread, coming up, point spread, coming up, point spread.
Lefty-righty matchup. The first pitch is a swing and a miss at the slider. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Change up down and in. And it is 1-1. The 1-1 foul back out of play. 1-2. Infield playing back into the left. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls that straight back, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 from Liberatore. Turns and kicks in the dirt. That ball get him? They're sending him down to first base. The ball must have hit him in the foot. He'll head down to first, and the Braves have the leadoff runner on to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Yeah, it looks like it hit this front toe. Jorge Mateo will be the batter. The spark plug nowadays. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Whoa! Hey, high out wide. Curveball misses 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves trail by 3. Tying run is on deck. Liberatore bringing it. The pitch is fouled back out of play. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Standing on deck is the Drake. In the hole is Ozzie. Braves trail 4-1. The 1-2. Fouls it away. And we'll do it again. The 1-2 count. Phillies now leading 5-0, so we're not getting any help there. I don't think you'll see that back-to-back nights. Pitch to Mateo is rifled down the line, foul. Last night the Phillies blew a 5-0 lead. It was pretty early in the ball game. Pittsburgh stormed back to win the game. I believe the final was 8-7. I could be off by a run. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. Just flailed at that one down around his knees. Ankles. I said knees, I think. Unless he's Dorf, that was nowhere near his knees. So, Drake Baldwin, are you awake, sir? Struck out swinging his last time up. First pitch takes one, four-seamer at the knees. It's 0-1. For the injury, he was the spark plug of this offense. He has done nothing since. Hit the home run on his first at-bat when he came off the IL, and after that, he's had one hit. The 0-1 pitch, swing, punches it foul over the third base dugout. So an 0-2 count. Liberatore taking a second to tie his shoes. I mean, they're making this bum look good. He's got a 5.38 ERA. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, chopper down the line. Foul and out of play. And we'll do it again. Four runs, 5 hits. No errors for St. Louis. The 0-2 pitch. Chops it down the first base line. 0-2 once again. Braves 1 run, 1 hit, no errors.
That's all. We got one damn hit.
You can't say damn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Lefty, lefty, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase one about a foot out of the zone, and there's 2 down. We talked about the pregame shot. I don't mind the idea of putting Drake back towards the top of the order, even with his struggles, but I wouldn't have done it with the left-hander on the mound. Really is dumbfounding what Walt Weiss is. You're starting to wonder, did he just get lucky that first month and a half? And we're starting to find out what kind of manager he really is. First pitch to Ozzie Albies, the check swing curveball in the dirt. It's 1-0. He was pulling all the right strings, pushing all the right buttons there for the first 6 weeks of the season. Ozzie Albies, the 1-0. Out and away, 2-0. What you need here is Ozzie to find a way to get on, and Olsen slam one. We're back in this one. I don't think you're going to see them fire Tim Hires. Not during the season. It's not really the Braves' MO. And there's also a part of it where they are not going to admit that they were wrong on that one. The 2-0 pitch, swing. Rolls it softly down the third base line. Is that fair? It is a fair ball, and that's going to end the inning. 5-3 on the putout. We go to the 6th inning, trailing 4-1 here in Braves country.
How many quarters make $1? Hey, 16.
I want to blame the school system, but then I want to blame his parents. Or maybe I should just blame him. Yeah, blame him.
Maybe I'm low iron. Maybe it's calcium. Maybe it's vitamin D. Maybe I'm just a bitch. Maybe I've just turned into a bitch, and that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Have I ever thought about that? And so now people are like, whoa, someone's in a bad mood. No. Actually, maybe I've just turned into a bitch.
Have I ever been convicted of a felon? What the f*** is a felon?
It's pronounced felon. You're a felon. You know that liquor store you held at gunpoint last week? That was a felony. I know you know what word release is. A felon. Don't be sitting here talking all proper like they put you in jail for money laundering. You know you went down for a drug charge. You know it.
Hey! Want to hear a dumb blonde joke? Go ahead, but consider this. I'm a blonde, and I've got a baseball bat behind the counter. The bouncer's a blonde. Those two bodybuilders at the end of the bar, also blonde. So, you still want to tell that joke, punk?
Well, not if I'm going to have to explain it 4 separate times.
The Cy Young Award is what the sports writers vote in each league, what they think is the best pitcher for that season. Nolan, it didn't bother him, but it did bother me.
Jim Palmer was a great pitcher, but he did not certainly outshine Ryan in that particular season.
2 no-hitters, 21 wins, makes the strikeout record.
If I would ask you how many Cy Youngs has Nolan Ryan won, what would be your answer?
4.
Cy Youngs? 4.
3. I don't think he won any. It's crazy.
0.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young Award?
Well, that's a joke.
I thought he had won 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, I have no idea how Nolan didn't win a Cy Young Award because he had to be knocking on the door for that many times.
James Karinchak is coming on. The right-hander. Try to keep the Braves in this one. 4-1 your score. The night is through for Martin Perez. 5 innings, 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 homers, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Righty-righty matchup. The first pitch on the way. High and out of the zone. It's 1-0. This is upstairs. 4-seamer, 2-0. So 2-0 count. Infield back into the left. The 2-0 to Mason Wynn. Up top misses. So Karinchak comes out of the pen and can't find the strike zone. Ball 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Strike right there down Main Street. 3-1. Infield back into the left. The 3-1 count. Braves trail 4-1. We're in the top of the 6th. Wynn digging back in. The 3-1 from Karinchak. The right-hander delivers. High and inside. They checked down the line, but it didn't look like he went. And it is ball 4. So Karinchak comes out of the bullpen, walks the first man. Not to get your hopes up, but Pittsburgh is threatening in the 8th inning. They have 2 on and 1 out, trailing by 5. Righty-lefty matchup upstairs, curveball. Misses way out of the zone, high. And that's going to get Joey Bart to go out there and talk to Karinchak. I'm assuming you can find that on X long. Back to work. Karinchak flips it over to first real quick. Righty-lefty, Lars Nootbaar. The 1-0 pitch. Right there for a strike. Curveball down below the hands. 1-1. The 1-1. Karinchak steps off the bump. The 1-1, runner goes, throw comes down to second base. Tags apply, but it looked like he was well short of it, so it's a stolen base for Mason Wynn. They did get the strike called there, so it's a 1-2 count. I should have known it. Iron Lung, as soon as you said something about the Red Sox are in a fight, I should have known Wilson Contreras was involved. The 1-2 pitch, down below the knees. So a 2-2 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went with the four-seamer, 95 miles an hour, 1 away. He uses that curveball so much, you wonder why he doesn't lean more on that 95. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is a curveball to Jordan. This is Blaze Jordan, not Jordan Walker, the number 8 hitter. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Karinchak comes set. Brings it. Curveball upstairs, 1-1. The 1-1 count. Swing, fouls it straight back, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Church standing on deck. The pitch to Jordan. In the dirt, ball gets away, and Mason Wynn will trot up to third base with 1 out. So now the infield's going to have to come in. The 2-2. Karinchak comes set. The pitch, swing, lifts it. High and deep into right field, drifting back, making the catch at the wall is Eli White, but that will score the run. Got the ball too high up in the zone, and he gave it a ride. So 5-1 your score now. Yes. That was Contreras that threw his helmet, by the way, you were talking about. First pitch on the way to Nathan Church is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. I saw the replay, and he just chucks the helmet, and the pitcher, Cavalli, was ready to kick his rear from here all the way back home. The 0-1 misses high, curveball, 1-1. 1-1 count. Karinchak brings it. Swing, pop up. That should get us out of the inning as Bart in foul territory. He'll make the grab, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Braves cough up another run. It's 5-1. We go to the bottom of the sixth here in Braves country.
I'm incredibly impressed by Jets fans. Just how loyal and dedicated they are with that return on investment.
The Pizza Hut buffet was always on point. Well, speaking of buffets, you know what else was always on point? Shoney's. I have vivid memories of their breakfast buffet. I would always come here and eat pancakes and eggs and bacon, get me a little fruit platter. Is Shoney's still open? I could be wrong, but I feel like I went there one time and it wasn't for breakfast, and I remember being very disappointed. Shoney's is a breakfast buffet. So I just looked it up. Shoney's is still open. And they have locations all over the South. Good. I need to get down there and see if it's still hitting like it used to. If you live near a Shoney's, eating Shoney's in the 90s, how does it compare? Because most stuff doesn't taste the same way it did in the 90s. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed.
Tom Yawkey was always looking to make improvements to Fenway Park. None more vivid than those to the left field wall.
Did the left field wall completely. Took out the wooden 15-foot wall, made it the 37-foot wall that we still see today. The next year you put a 23-foot screen above that wall to keep home runs and balls hitting batting practice so they wouldn't be going across the street and breaking windows. Lights were put in. The feeling was with the lighting in, that the glare of the lights off the advertisements on the left field wall could affect the batters. So this special Fenway Park green paint was used to paint over all the advertisements.
To honor the Yawkeys, their names were placed on the wall in Morse code. Decades passed, and while the color of the wall remained the same, it eventually assumed an intimidating nickname.
What we believe in the 80s, you started to hear some talk about there was a monster out there. That wall looks like a monster.
No, we cannot link up. I only exist online. I'm not real, bitch.
Liberatore goes back to work. First pitch to Matt Olson is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 pitch down and away. 1-1. 1-1 count. Curveball in the dirt. Did not go around. 2-1. Matt Olson, 6'4", 225-pounder, out of Atlanta, Georgia. 2-1 pitch. Swing and strike, four-seam fastball, 2-2. Drafted by the Oakland Athletics back in 2012 out of Parkview, Liburn, Georgia. The 2-2 down and away. Full count, 3-2. So a full count. The payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. Ball 4. Man, the way Olsen was walking away in disgust, I think he thought he struck out. But he'll head to first. And now we got beef, baby. Third base umpire. I believe that's McKay. They have it written down as Porter, but it's not Porter. I know Alan Porter. That's not Porter. So he was getting into it with Marmol, the manager of the Cardinals, and Marmol's going out there. He's going to get the ball from Liberatore. That was the only guy he was going to face this inning. We'll be back in a flash, trailing by 4 here in Braves country. Welcome back. I believe that's Alex McKay if the umpire cards are correct for this series that Marmol has gotten it into. First pitch on the way to Michael Harris II. Misses down and away from George Soriano, the right-hander for the Cardinals. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires inside. Slider misses, 2-0. Standing on deck is Dubon. And then you've got Eli White, but I would tend to think dollars to donuts you can go ahead and put in the Yaz, assuming we get that far in the inning. The 2-0 pitch. Kisses the black on the outer edge, 2-2. Harris didn't like it, but it did look like it just touched the zone. The 2-1. Changeup swung on, banged off the plate, 2-2. Braves still with just one hit so far. The 2-2. Swing, chopper over towards second. They'll take the easy out, 4-3. One down. Olsen will make it up to second base with one out. And Mauricio Dubon, the batter. Dubon 0 for 1 with the walk. On deck, and they haven't flashed the on deck circle, but I would think, once again, I would think it's going to be the Yaz hitting next, not Eli. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch down and in. Slider misses for a ball. It's 1-0. I get why they're, yep, there it is. They're showing it now. I get why they're not wanting to start Yaz against all left-handers. I get that part of it. Is the 1-0. Swing, lifts it. High into left field, but not very deep. Very playable. Making the catch F7 in your scorecard, and there's quickly 2 down. But why did you sign this guy to a 2-year, $22 million deal if you're going to bench him every single time a left-hander shows up? Because Eli White's not hitting the ball that well. I mean, come on. He's barely north of 200. And it's really hard for a guy like Yaz to get in any kind of a rhythm if he's constantly taking a seat. Yaz coming to the plate after a quick powwow on the mound. Righty-lefty, the first pitch. Takes a slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Does cilantro taste like soap to anybody? I think you're reading the Irish Spring label wrong, Iron Lung. The 0-1 count. Swung on and chopped back foul. It's 0-2. Either that or you've gotten a big old handful of potpourri. The 0-2. Soriano comes set, kicks and fires, swing, chops it down the line. Changeup, chased it, but was able to keep it alive. Oh-2 count. Braves with 1 run, looking to tack on. The 0-2 pitch just misses. Changeup off the plate, 1-2. Phillies now leading 6-0 over Pittsburgh. And that game is in the 8th, so you can probably put that one to bed because Pittsburgh just has 1 up left. The 1-2 outside, 2-2. 2-2 count. Philly dropped game 1 of that series yesterday, so the Braves came in 3.5 in front of Philly. But if these scores hold, Philly will be within 2.5 games of Atlanta going into tomorrow. The 2-2 pitch swung, chopped on. It's going to be a 4-3 throw, and the Yaz beats it out. I did not think he was going to be able to beat that one out, but a good hustle by the Yaz. And they want to challenge it, so hold the phone. It looked like the throw beat it, but Alan Porter, the crew chief, is coming over. Yeah, they got him. They're showing the replay. I thought that they had gotten him. But we're getting the review, and they got him by about a quarter to a half step. So we'll be going to the top of the 7th. And, yep, they confirm it. We'll be back in a flash. Alan Porter calls him out. We'll go to the 7th, trailing by 4 here in Braves country.
Scientists have discovered a massive crater which they believe is the largest on Earth. The crater is now swallowing everything in its path, and despite dozens of attempts, no man has ever found the bottom. Officials are calling it your mom.
Let me ask you a question about the tip cup, because I had a little thing with the calzone guy there this week. I go to drop a buck in the tip jar, and just as I'm about to drop it in, he looks the other way. So then, as I'm leaving, he gives me a look like, thanks for nothing.
You got no credit.
Exactly. If they don't notice it, what's the point?
So you don't make a habit of giving to the blind?
Not bills.
I love when I give someone life advice like I haven't just been crying in the car alone. Who do I think I am? I'm spiraling out and I'm like, you gotta be present. You gotta journal. Like, I haven't been present since 2007. I can't drink water, but I'm like, live your life.
Hey, baby.
What's up?
You want to watch football or porn?
Porn. You already know how to play football.
What the?
Ryan winds and the 3-2 pitch. He struck him out.
It is surprising that he's never won one, but I don't think that has really tarnished his reputation or his legacy.
Here's Ryan's payoff pitch, and he walked him.
He led the world in walks, but he also led the world in strikeouts.
He didn't need a Cy Young award to be the biggest thing going. He was Nolan Ryan, the guy with the Guinness record for the fastest pitch.
Some of the smartest scientists west of the Rio Grande used some fancy equipment to clock Nolan's fastball at 100.9 miles per hour. Using the more accurate technology of today, that number really comes out to 108.1 miles per hour. Yes, sir. The legend of the Ryan Express was most definitely picking up steam.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Where's the booze?
That's it. I've had it with this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Welcome back. Dylan Dodd on the mound. J.J. Weatherholt at the plate. First pitch is a cutter. Lefty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. Sinker. Misses out and away, 1-1. J.J. Weatherholt, the youngster, 5'9", 190 pounder, 23-year-old, out of Baltimore, Maryland. Takes the 1-1. They call that a strike. Is he challenging that? Seems to be a discussion. And yes, they are going to challenge it. And it looked like it was off the plate. Let's see what the call is. It's well off the plate. So a 2-1 count. Weatherholt played his college ball for the West Virginia Mountaineers. The 2-1 pitch right there at the knees. Cutter. 2-2. Drafted by the Cardinals in the first round, 7th overall pick in the 2024 draft, so he's been a fast riser. The 2-2 count. Right there, caught looking, strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. Bang! 1 away. Braves still with three offensive innings here, so this game's far from over. But you'd like to keep them right where they're at. So Herrera's coming to the plate. 0 for 3 with a foul out, a strikeout, and a fly out. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, chops it off the foot, foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Bangs the cutter down the line. It's 0-2. Wish I had quit sleeping through this alarm because this nightmare's gone on for about 3 weeks. The 0-2 pitch. Turns and kicks. High and out of the zone. 1-2. When you're on these losing streaks too, man, like, it feels longer than what it is, because when I went to look at it the other day, I could have sworn we've been playing like this for 2 months. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, rolls it over to short. Mateo's got it, flips it to Olsen. 6-3, 2 down. 2 down, the 7th inning stretch coming your way. Jordan Walker, the batter. This bruiser, 6'6". 6'6", 250-pounder, and he's from right in our backyard, Stone Mountain, Georgia. First pitch is a cutter upstairs. Misses high, it's 1-0. He was drafted in the first round of the 2020 draft. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2-0. Played his high school ball at Decatur. The 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, just misses. Ball 3-0. Standing on deck is Velazquez, who hit that solo shot that really got the Cardinals going back in the fourth inning. The 3-0 pitch. Sinker right there on the outer track, 3-1. Infield playing back and to the left, and the outfield deep and straight away. Walker with 18 home runs on the year. The 3-1 pitch. Smacks the outer edge, and it's a full count. Walker wants to challenge us. I don't think he's going to win this one. That would look like it hit the outer edge. We'll wait for the official call. And he wrong.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Full count. Walker stepping out of the box. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Sinker up top, and that'll end the inning. Braves will head to the bottom of the seventh. Time to get up and stretch, Braves country. Trailing by 4. Welcome back. First at bat there, Austin Riley flies out, soft and weak into right field. And it's an F9 your scorecard to start the bottom of the 7th inning, 1 away. I don't know what they're going to have to do to get a fire lit under them, but somebody's got to, I mean, I don't know if it's a closed-door meeting or what. Righty-righty matchup. Bart takes the first pitch down below the knees. For a strike, it's 0-1. Philly now up 8-0 in the 9th inning, so that can put that game to bed. As you go one upstairs, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing, chopper off the plate, 1-2. On deck is Mateo. Braves trail by 4. One, two. Dixon fires. Down and away, 2-2. Right now they have Ronaldo Lopez set to pitch tomorrow. Start tomorrow. I think it makes more sense, though, to piggyback Grant Holmes with him as the 2-2 pitch. Right there, caught looking, strike 3. Change up on the bottom of the zone on the outer edge, 2 down. But Grant Holmes just pitched on, what was it, Saturday? Or was that Friday? I guess they could still piggyback Grant, but nonetheless, they're saying Waldrop's going into the rotation as the first pitch swing and a miss on the slider. It's 0-1. And I'm fine with that, but you wonder what happens when you go to a 6-man rotation. That's implying that Elder's staying in the rotation. So if he struggles, what do you do there? Pitch in the dirt. That'll even up to count 1-1. And honestly, they need to go back to having Elder pitch every 5th day. I don't care what the matchup is because he pitches so much better on 4 days rest opposed to 5 or 6. 1-1 outside wide, 2-1. I mean, they got to get some, Richard. They got to get someone. They need a spark, but you almost wonder if it has to be. I've said this for a while as the 2-1. Did he go around? He did, 2-2. The offense, the everyday players, there's really not that leader. They don't have that fiery leader. And most of your great teams have them, but 2-2 swing, chops it down the third base line, foul. But when you look at the quote-unquote leaders of this team, they're all quiet leaders. So they're not true leaders like Olsen and Harris, Drake. None of these guys have a fiery personality. Riley. None of them are leaders. So who do you turn to on the everyday? And you know Ozzy's not really a leader. He's more of a, he's a class clown type. So you don't have that everyday player, and that's got to be who steps in and lights a fire under this team. It's the 2-2 down and away, 3-2. And we haven't seen any evidence of anyone else that they've brought on, the Mateos and whatnot, of being like an actual fiery leader. 3-2 swing, hammers it down the line, foul. And when you're playing well, that's all fine and dandy. No, it's not a glaring weakness, but when you're in the rut, you have to have someone. It can't be a Chris Sale. It's got to be an everyday player. The payoff pitch. Up and in, ball 4, almost gets him in the head. I've almost thought maybe they need a fight. Didn't seem like that brouhaha between Lopez and Soler really ignited anything in them. But you almost wonder if they just need something, even if they don't win the game when the fight breaks up, something to rally the troops. The only fiery leader that they have per se is Ronald Acuna Jr., but he doesn't really lead. You think about leaders, like they lead by example. That guy jogs down to first. That's going to be it for the pitcher. They're going to the bullpen. Looks like it's Romero coming in, the left-hander. We'll be back in a flash. Braves with 1 on and 2 out, heading to the top of the order. Romero coming on to face Drake Baldwin, lefty-lefty. And the southpaw tosses it in to the struggling backstop. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ronald Acuna Jr., Walt Weiss was quoted as saying today it would be a stretch to expect him back before the All-Star break, as they had him running and doing baseball activity today. The 0-1 misses down the way, 1-1. Eric Hartman is on pace for 36 home runs and 55 stolen bases, and 132 games scheduled down in the minors, but the 1-1 swing fouls it away, 1-2. There's no way that kid's ready. I mean, he has taken a huge leap, and nobody expected it this early. But he's down, buried in the farm system as the 1-2 pitch, swing, lifts it, and that ball's going to get dinked into left field down for a base hit, and you never know what can get you out of a slump.
You don't like the
Big
Drake.
smile on the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
It'll look like a hot shot in the scorecard tomorrow. Just reached out and doinked it over the infield into left field, and that'll bring Ozzie Albies to the plate. Ozzie, first pitch swinging, rips it into center field. That's down for a base hit, and the Atlanta Braves are on the scoreboard once again. It's 5-2. Buckle your shoe, baby. Here we go, Braves country.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
A hot shot, and the tying run is coming to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off and out of play. It's 0-1. So a couple of dinks and a run in, and the tying run is at the plate here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-1 misses away, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Cardinals challenge that there. I was nowhere near the zone. That surprised me.
Wrong, wrong,
1-1 to Olsen. Swing and a miss, sweeper upstairs.
You're wrong.
1-2.
You're wrong.
The 1-2 count. Out and away, good take there by Olsen, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing, hits it. Up the middle, but that's going to be right into the teeth of the defense. A 6-3 put out. The throw is offline, but good job of holding the bag there by Jordan. We'll be back in a flash. Go to the 8th inning, trailing by 3 here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
And losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News. You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks.
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS. Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God. I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Top of the 8th inning we go. Ian Hamilton coming on for your Atlanta Braves. But yeah, the thing with that Eric Hartman kid, he's probably 2 years away from seeing the major leagues. I mean, you love to see it, and you wish you could bring him up. You wish he was that close, but you also don't want to wreck that kid. Alec Burleson will come on to face Ian Hamilton. Burleson pinch hitting for the designated hitter Velazquez. At least we got him out of the game. He was 2 for 2 with a home run. Righty-lefty, first pitch, slider. Looked like it touched the zone, didn't get the call. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires, slider. 2-0. 2-0 count. Swing, chops it down the first base line, but foul. The 2-1 pitch from Hamilton. Turns and fires. Right there. Slider at the knees. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing. Bangs it down the line. Foul. Do it again. Furman standing on deck. Wynn is in the hole. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. Strike 3. One up, one down. That's one bright spot. Not only has the Braves bullpen been good in general, but Ian Hamilton has looked pretty darn good. Someone you might be able to lean on. Remember when they first brought him up and then sent him down? He wasn't that impressive. Looked like he was still trying to find his way back, but that slider's looked pretty good as the first pitch is down and away. Furman draws back the bunt. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Check swing in the dirt. 2-0. Wynn is on deck. Newt Bar in the hole. Braves trail 5-2. Most of the damage came in the fourth inning. 4 runs, all by the home run. A solo shot by Velasquez, and then a 3-run dinger by the number 9 hitter, Church. 2-0 right there for a strike. Outer cut. 2-1. He's throwing 3 sliders in a row. The 2-1 from Hamilton. Inside. Another one. 3-1. That sliders look pretty good, but you can't throw it every time. They're going to slap it. Does Joey know he has other pitches? The 3-1. Slider down and away, ball 4. Typically a pitch you're going to use when you get ahead. They were trying to pitch backwards and it backfired. So he heads to first with 1 out. Mason Wynn, who's 1 for 2 with a single in the fourth. He's also walked. First pitch is upstairs. 4-seamer for a strike. It's 0-1. Wynn didn't like it, and to be honest, it looked a touch out of the zone, but they are out of challenges. So it's kind of a moot point. The 0-1 slices it towards right field. Making the catch out there is the Yaz. And Furman will head back down to first. 2 down. Got a doubleheader tomorrow for anyone who's listening in the daytime. 12:35 first pitch. We're going to bring you White Sox and Orioles. Haven't done a ton of White Sox. I don't think we've done any Orioles games so far. The first pitch slapped away foul. It's 0-1. And then second part of the doubleheader tomorrow night. 7:15 first pitch. Braves and Cardinals. The 0-1 pitch. Swing. Slaps it into left field, and that's through for a base hit. Furman going corner to corner, and they got runners on the corners and 2 outs. Newt Barr with the single. And Blaze Jordan will be coming to the plate. Righty. Hamilton. Pitch number 16 is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. Braves trail 5-2. Top of the 8th inning. They can keep it right here. The middle of the order's due up in the bottom of the 8th. Slider down and away, 2-0. All of a sudden, he can't find the strike zone. He looked really good on that first at bat, and then ever since then, the 2-0 nowhere near the zone. That time he went with the sinker. It was about 3 to 4 inches high out of the zone, and it's 2-0, or 3-0, excuse me. "3-0 count." Called for a strike upstairs. I don't know about that one. 2 inches high, 3-1. That was a gift from home plate umpire Roberto Ortiz. The 3-1 pitch, runners at the corners, 2 outs. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, deep but not deep enough. Michael Harris will make the catch just before the warning track, and that'll end the inning. Your Atlanta Braves trail 5-2. We'll grab the sticks when we return here in Braves country.
I'm sick of living. I'm just gonna have to find me a job for real. They always show up. Like, damn, you greedy mother. The IRS is about to bend me over and clear out my whole bank account. Stupid. Ooh, I'm getting mad just thinking about it. I hate them. I hate them.
Man, look, what is the age limit to stop wearing shysters? Like, y'all need to stop wearing that right now. It ain't no reason for you to be covering your head, looking like an anchovy from SpongeBob, boy. You 30, 42, or 60. You better be cutting grass to protect your hair or protect your face from dust or something like that, because you ain't got to dive a headgear on, bro. And some people got the nerve to wear a shyster with prescription glasses. Like, boy, if you don't get your bookworm head on, boy. Like, how you try to go holler at a chick and it look like you got a gimp sex suit underneath your clothes? If you don't want nobody to see your face, just leave your face at home.
It's so awkward breaking up with a friend as an adult. Because with a partner, you can be like, sorry, I just see you more as a friend. But with a friend, you have to be like, sorry, I just see you more as a
If work coincided with a game, Papa Bear made him go to work, and he'd have to leave work or sneak out of work to get to the game. So Papa Bear didn't find out he left work.
Kind of skipped work a little bit, and I said, I'm going to play in the big leagues one of these days. Where could you go and work 3 hours and make that kind of money? And then I got a chance to play American Legion ball.
They had no benches in the sandlots, so they sat on the ground, and Dad would cross his legs and cross his arms and sit like this on the ground between innings.
Bobby Huffman played with the Giants. We played on the same American Legion team. And I was sitting on the ground with my legs crossed and my arms crossed. And he says, you look like a yogi. That stuck.
Thank you for hyping and subscribing to BCR, your home for Radio Baseball. Welcome back. First pitch to Michael Harris is a P at the knees, lefty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. Braves trail by 3, 5-2. The 0-1 pitch, swing chopper down the first base line, 0-2. Dubon is on deck. Yastrzemski is in the hold. The 0-2. Romero brings it. Chase one well off the plate. Strike three. One away. Lefty-righty, and the first pitch to Mauricio Dubon is a sinker right there for a strike. It's on one. The 0-1. Way outside wide, goes to the backstop. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Out of play, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Dubon trying to get something going here. The pitch on the way, swing. Laces it into left field. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't. Let's see if that gets us going.
Would you have any?
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
Now the tying run comes to the on-deck circle. There is a right-hander warming up in the pen for the Cardinals. Lefty-lefty matchup. Yastrzemski takes the first pitch up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Riley on deck, Bard in the hole. Mateo, if they kept the line moving. The 0-1. Sinker on the outer edge, grabs it for a strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. They set up wide. Sweeper down and away, and it is 1-2. Yastrzemski grounded out to second his first time up. He came in to pinch hit for Eli White. The 1-2 swing. Fouls it straight back. Golfed the sweeper behind the plate, and it's 1-2 once again. Braves have 4 hits tonight. 1 by Baldwin, 1 by Ozzie, 1 by Dubon, and 1 by Mateo. Mateo has scored the only 2 runs of the game. The 1-2 pitch, swing. Knocks it on the ground over towards third. And that's going to be an infield single. It's against the shift.
That's it. Yes. Put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
They were playing him to pull. I think that's going to be it for Romero because here comes Marmol. And you got 3 right-handers ready to come to the plate. So we'll be back in a flash. Braves trail by 3, but the tying run is at the plate. It's Austin Riley. 5-2 your score. And the right-hander coming on. Fernandez set to face Austin Riley. Ryan Fernandez, 6 foot, 200-pounder right-hander out of Tampa, Florida. And here's the first pitch, taken all the way. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour. Right down the plate, it's 0-1. He's got 9 innings this year and a 1.86 ERA. The 0-1. In the dirt, ball gets away. And both runs will move up. They'll move up 90 feet. And how about that? Atlanta Braves.
Outfield need for Steve.
Be a wild pitch in your scorecard. And now a single would cut this to a 1-run game. Talked about it earlier. They have a very deadly lights out closer that you'd like to get to this bullpen before you get there. The 1-1 check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the first base line, and they said he did. It's 1-2. He chased a bad one there. Riley, not sure what he was swinging at. Fernandez is coming wild as hell. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. 2-2 count, second and third. One away. Riley flew out the center his last time up. The 2-2 swing and a miss, blew it right by him, four-seam fastball, 2 down. I mean, it's like as bad as standing still. I don't know what they have to do to get him back on the right track, but it's almost like he needs a ghost IL to go down on the farm and just reset himself during the All-Star break. If you have to send Uncle Knuckles over there to send him to the IL, I don't care at this point. He is just, it's absurd. Rowdy Tellez, the batter. He's coming in to pinch hit for Joey Bart, which means you're going to lose your designated hitter because Drake Baldwin will go behind the plate. But this is your best chance to try to tie this thing up. So they're going to send Tellez out there. And the first pitch is a four-seamer. Below the knees, doesn't challenge. It's 0-1. Should have challenged that one. That was a bad down challenge by Rowdy Tellez. That was about an inch below the knees. Kids up there in the upper deck with the tarps off, waving their shirts. Trying to build a rally for the Braves. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Chased a bad one. So far, not a great at bat here to start this off. An 0-2 count. 2 on, 2 outs. A single will cut this to a 1-run game. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. They look down the line. He did not go. It is 1-2. Showing that replay, didn't look like he went. The 1-2 count. In the dirt, ball gets away. That should get a run home, and it does. And the Braves trail 5-3. So a wild pitch gets the run home. We'll take it. The way this team has been playing. We'll take another one of those wild pitches if we can get within a run. And so the runner goes to third, but there are 2 outs. On a 2-2 count. And the slider down and in, ball 3-2. Good block there, by the way. Herrera prevented another run from scoring. That ball sizzled in, and he just smothered it. So a full count to Roddy. The payoff pitch, runner at third. Swing, pops it back foul. That'll bend out of play. On deck is Mateo. The 3-2 count. Runner at third. Here's the payoff pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So the runners are at the corners. There are 2 outs. And Jorge Mateo, you say Mateo, I say Matajo, is coming to the plate, and he has scored 2 runs already. One swing would give us the lead. Quick mound visit.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
Dusty Blake, the pitching coach for the Cardinals, coming out there to talk to his right-hander. And it's going to be, it's going to be Dominic Smith coming out there to pinch hit. You like it, but honestly, I think Mateo deserved a chance to swing the bat here. But you do like the matchup. You got the lefty coming up against, which means most likely what will happen defensively in the next inning is either A, they put Kim out there for defense, or B, they could do what they did the other night. You could slide Dubon down to short to have Smith go out to left field. I'd say a lot of it is going to come down to what happens here. If Smith gets on, they'll probably pinch run with Kim. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way, taken all the way, change up. On the inner cut, it's 0-1. Braves trail by 2. Tying run is over at first base. Oh, excuse me. Kim has already come in to pinch run, so scratch that idea. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. Good block there brought by Herrera. Third pitch in the dirt. Actually, fourth if you count at the beginning of this. He's thrown 4 pitches wild. And then he had the one that went to the backstop when he first came in. He's been all over the place. The 1-1. Down and in. Did he go around? They checked down the first base line. He did not. It's 2-1. If Dominic Smith can reach, Drake Baldwin stands on deck. Braves trail 5-3. Nothing else. You like the fight in this team, trying to come back and not just roll over. The 2-1. High and out of the zone, ball 3-1. He is really not finding his spots. I haven't seen them peer into that St. Louis bullpen. You wonder if Riley O'Brien's already warming up. Drake on deck. The pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first, and the Dominator works himself aboard, and the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs, but the tying run is now in scoring position.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
The Drake coming to the plate. Ducks all over the pond. The first pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0.
Welcome to the United States of you just got nominated.
Ozzie Albies standing on deck. Olsen in the hole. There are 2 outs, but the bases are juiced. The 1-0 swing and a miss. Blew it right by him, and he was swinging out of his shoes there. 1-1. You'd like to see Drake take a more controlled swing there. You just need a base hit to tie it. I know he's been going through it. The 1-1 in the dirt. Ball bounces around, gets away, but in front of the plate. So no real chance to score there. As Yaz is at third, Kim is at second, good speed at second. So a single with 2 outs here should probably tie the game. Dominic Smith is the runner at first, so it would take a lot to get him home. Probably one over the wall. The 2-1 pitch. Fernandez brings it inside, ball 3-1. 3-1 count. It looked like somebody was getting up in the St. Louis bullpen, but they did not look like they were ready. Couldn't quite tell because they peered in there for a split second. One of the guys standing up there was a coach. The other looked like a player. Drake calls time, a 3-1 count. If you run it full, then the runners will be off to the races. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, chops it down the line, foul. And it's a full count, which means the runners will be on the go. And anything that gets down, if it gets into the gap, it would clear the bases. Even though Dominic Smith doesn't run well, he'll have that advantage. The 3-2. Swing, peppers it into the dugout, and will do it again. Braves have cut this to a 2-run lead. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for St. Louis. The payoff pitch. Swing, punches it over the third base dugout, and will do it again. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He has swung at a couple of pitches out of the zone here, but maybe he can come through. The 3-2 count. Swing, hits it on the ground, and that's going to be an easy 4-3. That'll end the inning. So the Braves put 1 on the board. We crawl within 2. We'll be back in a flash. 9th inning we go here in Braves country.
We're a team. One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around?
Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
Our opponent.
Dead!
a really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead! We're just the guys to do it. Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Atlanta Braves closer Raisel Iglesias is coming on, mainly because he hasn't pitched much recently, so you might as well get him some work. Normally you would save him for a game where you're leading, but we're down by 2, and might as well get him some work in. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 4-seamer, it's 0-1. This could backfire for you because you remember we don't have a day off until the All-Star break. The 0-1, swing, swats it foul down the line. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Braves scored 1 in the third inning. Jorge Mateo coming in on a sac fly from Ozzie Albies. And then a solo shot in the fourth by Velazquez. As the pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one down. So Iglesias gets the first out here in the ninth. Velazquez swats a 444-footer to dead center to make it 1-1. And then they'll tack on 3 more in that inning with Nathan Church, the number 9 hitter. The first pitch, swing, fouls it back. Weatherholt, it's 0-1. Church hit a 391-foot home run that scored Wynn and Newt Bar, making it 4-1. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. Blaze Jordan is the changeup up and in. Should have been a strike, but because Drake dropped the ball, he didn't get the call for whatever reason, and it's really not an excuse. Still should have got the call. The 2-1 pitch, swing, laces it over to first base. Hard hit ball, but right at Matt Olson, and there's 2 down.
We accept one of us. We accept one of us. Uber gobble, Uber gobble, Uber gobble. One of us.
We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble, one of us. Uber gobble.
Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
First pitch swinging by Herrera, smokes it down the left field line. It's 0-1. After the Blaze Jordan sack made it 5-1, the Braves got 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th, and it's 5-3. That's going to be a pop-up into left field in an F7 in a very quick inning. Their closer, Riley O'Brien, warming up in the pen. We'll be back in a flash. See if we can solve them when we return here in Braves country.
My principal says that we're not normal.
I'm sorry to say he's right. You are not normal.
So my name is Ronnie. Well, it's Rhonda, but don't call me that unless you're mad at me. Let's gamble. Warning.
Hey, what's the fattest thing you ever did?
I got hungry on the way to work one morning, so I stopped at 4 different hotels and had their free breakfast. We listen and we don't judge.
Not been in love, much to the chagrin of my first wife. Let's just say that next to my waterbed is a can of whipped cream and some cherries.
Tell me you have kids without telling me you have kids. I'll go first. I'm in my garage quietly eating a fudgesicle. You know, if you know, you know.
You should date me because I'm so far out of your league, you would be lucky to date me.
That was a hot mess inside a dumpster fire, inside a train wreck.
His time with the Angels, look at the numbers that he put up. The strikeout numbers in particular, they're unheard of. I don't believe there's ever been a stretch like that.
2-strike pitch. Gone. Bye-bye, baby. I'll tell you, that's got to be a 100-mile-an-hour pitch right there.
When you're throwing 100 miles an hour, you feel this sense of this game is right here, and you're right here in the palm of my hand.
Nolan set the standard for a power pitcher. He could throw hard, be a fierce competitor. He was not afraid to use some intimidation, because he's going to buzz you if he has to.
He had the ability to put you on your toes at any moment.
He could be conveniently wild, if you know what I mean.
He might throw one up and in on your chin, and the next one would be low and away on the corner.
We lost to the Blue Jays? $300 million just to lose to a bunch of diabetic Canadians? I don't care. I want Boone gone now.
Riley O'Brien's coming on. Thank you, Iron Lung in 22. The first pitch on the way is down and in. Misses for a ball to Ozzie Albies. It's 1-0. O'Brien, 34 innings, 34 strikeouts. But he's got kind of a high ERA for a closer, the 1-0. Upstairs for a strike, 1-1. 3.94 ERA. And the month of June is 6.00. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Just like the Atlanta Braves, I'm sure he's ready for the month of June to be over. Thankfully, this is June 30th, so the June swoon can be over no matter what. The 1-2 pitch swing. Punches it on the ground over to second base. It'll be a 4-3 put out, and there's one away. He gave up 3 runs on June 2nd to Texas and 2 to Kansas City on June 21st. As the first pitch is outside wide to Matt Olson. It's 1-0. He also gave up a run to Minnesota on June 13th. The 1-0 pitch, swing, lifts it high and deep into right center field. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows, up against the wall, caroming, and here comes Matt Olson, and it's a 1-out double for your Atlanta Braves.
This is not watered down. This is ice house.
It ain't over yet, baby. Make them sweat.
Ice house. Smooth as it gets.
Olson cracked that one. Man, if we could have only had him come to the plate when the bases were loaded earlier tonight in the last inning. The way that guy was throwing, he would have never gotten Olson out. Michael Harris is second, the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch, taking the sinker upstairs. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Baltimore chopper over the mound. Harris having to hurt, well, kind of half-assed jogging down the line. It'll be a 6-3 put out, 2 down. Lazy run there by Michael Harris will be the second out of the inning. If he's hustling all the way, he's got a chance to beat that out. He started to hustle at first, and then halfway through it just kind of Cadillac. Probably doesn't beat it out, but you would have liked to have seen the effort. So Dubon, the batter. Olson to third. Righty-righty matchup. O'Brien digging in. The first pitch swings at one off the plate, and this will end the game. 6-3 on the putout. Couple of bad at-bats by Dubon and Harris to end the game after Olson set us up with the 1-out double. Braves lose a tough one, 5-3.
This sucks, and it's horse. But I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked.
What do they do to us?
Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up.
Then it's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Tough loss here as the Braves. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors for St. Louis. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. Atlanta Braves are back at it tomorrow, whether we like it or not. We'll have the call here. 7:15 first pitch. That is the part of our doubleheader tomorrow. Wednesday doubleheader action. White Sox and the Orioles. That's at 12:35. Come on the air about 12:15 tomorrow. Followed by Braves and Cardinals. We'll see if we can get back to our winning ways. No game ball to give away, but we do have the MVP. MVP of the night goes to Iron Lung. Shout out to Rich22 chipping in with the $5. But Iron Lung will the 10 memberships and the 20 spot. And we'll put Uncle Charlie up there too. Uncle Charlie. Must not have seen that one come up as the Braves were rallying. Charlie, I do apologize. Atlanta Braves lose 5-3 game one of a 3-game series. But both games are tomorrow night and Thursday night, 7:15 first pitch. We know Lopez is going tomorrow. They haven't said it officially, but it's either going to be Elder or it's going to be Hurston Waldrop on Thursday. We'll know more when we see you tomorrow, as Atlanta, they showed a little bit of life tonight. They just haven't quite kicked the door in, but they showed a little life in the 7th and 8th. We just aren't getting the big hits when we need them. Hopefully that can change tomorrow. We get a right-hander on the mound the next 2 days, so maybe that will help the Atlanta Braves. Y'all have a good night, y'all. Braves lose a tough ball game, 5-3. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.